Let me guess. You've looked at your bank account, maybe your savings, maybe your trading account, and thought, man, how long is this actually going to take to grow? Like you put in $1,000, and a year later it's what? $1,050? And you're sitting there thinking, at this rate, I'm going to be 87 years old before this money does anything meaningful. So what do most people do? They either chase some high-risk trade, jump into a guaranteed opportunity, or just give up and stop trying altogether. And here's the scary part. Most people have no idea how long it actually takes to double their money. They just guess. And those guesses, they're usually completely wrong. My name is Leonard, and I spend way too much time thinking about the how that this is the shortest time you need to double your money. If you're someone who feels like your money is growing way too slowly, or you're constantly tempted to take bigger risks just to speed things up, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're going to break something down that can completely change how you think about money. Not just how to double your money, but the fastest, realistic way to do it without gambling your future away. Section 1. The lie most people believe. Here's the thing. Most people think doubling your money is about finding the right stock, the right crypto, the right trade, the right opportunity. They think it's about timing, but that's not how wealth is built. It's about rate of return and time. And this is where it gets really interesting, because there's a simple rule, one that most people have never been taught, that tells you exactly how long it takes to double your money. It's called the Rule of 72. And it works like this. You take the number 72 and divide it by your annual return. That's it. That gives you the number of years it takes to double your money. Section 2. The math that changes everything. Let's make this real. If you're getting 2% return, like a typical savings account, 72 divided by 2 equals 36 years. Let that sink in. 36 years to double your money. So your $1,000 becomes $2,000 in 36 years. Now look, that's not investing, that's preservation. Now let's step it up. 5% return, typical conservative investment. 72 divided by 5 equals 14.4. Better, but still slow. Now 10% return, long-term stock market average. 72 divided by 10 equals 7.2. Now we're talking. Your money doubles every 7 years. But here's where it gets really interesting. 15% return. 72 divided by 15 equals 4.8. Now 20% return. 72 divided by 20 equals 3.6. Do you see what's happening? A small increase in your return dramatically reduces the time it takes to double your money. Section 3. Why this feels so slow. Psychology. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Leonard, but 7 years still feels like a long time. Exactly, and that's the problem. Humans are terrible with long-term thinking. We're wired for instant gratification, quick wins, immediate results. So when something takes 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, our brain goes, nope, too slow, and we start looking for shortcuts. This is why people overtrade, chase signals, jump between strategies, fall for scams, because they're trying to compress time. But here's what most people don't realize. Speed without discipline leads to loss. Section 4. The dangerous shortcut trap. Let's talk about what happens when people try to double their money quickly. They aim for 100% returns in months, 10% per week, doubling accounts in days. And look, is it possible? Yes, but it's not sustainable. Because the higher the return you chase, the higher the risk you take. And risk isn't linear, it's exponential. Let me give you a simple example. If you risk 10% per trade, you only need a few losses in a row to wipe out your account. But if you aim for consistent, controlled growth, that's how you stay in the game long enough to actually double your money. Section 5. The real shortcut that nobody talks about. Here's the part nobody tells you. The shortest time to double your money is not just about return. It's about combining return with consistency and capital input. Let me show you. Let's say you invest $1,000 and you get 10% per year. After 7 years, $2,000. But now, let's say you add $200 per month. Same return. Now, instead of 7 years, you might double your total capital in less than 3 years. This is where it gets really interesting, because now you're not relying purely on returns. You're using consistency, contributions, and compounding. Section 6. The Wealth Acceleration Formula. If you want to double your money faster, you need to focus on 3 levers. 1. Increase your return, strategically, not recklessly. This could mean better trading systems, higher performing assets, skill development. 2. Increase your contributions. This is the most underrated one because people ignore income. They focus only on investing. But if you increase how much you invest, you speed everything up. 3. Reduce losses. This is huge because losing 50% means you need 100% just to get back to break even. Section 7. A real example. Step by step. Let's walk through a realistic scenario. You start with $2,000. You add $300 per month. You average 10% per year. After 1 year, equals $6,000. After 2 years, equals $10,500. After 3 years, equals $15,500. You didn't just double your money once, you did it multiple times, and you didn't take crazy risks. Section 9. The Mindset Shift. Look, the goal is not to double your money fast. The goal is to build a system that keeps doubling your money. Because once you understand this, everything changes. Doubling $1,000 to $2,000 feels small, but doubling $10,000 to $20,000, $20,000 to $40,000, $40,000 to $80,000, now we're talking about real money. Section 10. Why most people never get there. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people never double their money consistently because they quit too early, take too much risk, chase shortcuts, ignore consistency. And the biggest one? They don't stick with one system long enough. Section 11. Actionable steps. What you should do today. All right, let's make this practical. If you want to actually apply this, here's what you do. Step 1. Calculate your doubling time. Use the rule of 72. Know your number. Step 2. Set a realistic return target. Not 100%. Start with 8 to 12% investing, 10 to 20% trading, if skilled. Step 3. Automate contributions. Even small amounts matter. Consistency beats intensity. Step 4. Protect your capital. Risk management times profits. Always. Step 5. Stay boring. This is the one nobody likes, but boring strategies build wealth.